This video is a product buyer's guide intended for gift givers and adult collectors. Hey guys, welcome to Toy Chat. This is Max.
And Sang.
And we'd like to start the video off by saying thank you to MGA for sending us the Miniverse Make It Mini Lifestyle blind balls for free. So in this video, we are going to be checking out the Miniverse Make It Mini series. We are on to series 2 now. If you're not familiar with Miniverse Make It Mini, we did review series 1 of the Make It Mini Food, Cafe, and Diner series. If you missed that video, I will link it in the description below. But series 2 is here, and it's a pretty expansive series. There's a whole bunch of stuff. We have Diner series 2, we have Cafe series 2, and the Make It Mini Lifestyle
It's brand new.
is brand new. It's completely new, and rather than being based on food like these other miniatures are based purely on miniature food, that's very realistic and that you can customize using resin. Basically, the Lifestyle series uses pretty much the same concept, but it's like really cute like home decor and lifestyle items rather than food. We have kind of a little bit of a sample of everything that's out right now. You know, we do have some of the play sets, including the Make It Mini Food multi-pack, and we do also have the Make It Mini Mini Kitchen, which is really cool because the little oven that it comes with also doubles as a UV light, which you can use to cure the resin, which is really nice because of course in the previous video where we reviewed it, we just used like a little nail UV light, but it's really nice that the brand has released something, you know, that you can actually use to cure the resin for this stuff.
So discussing the price points, the Make It Mini multi-pack is $29.99 and you get 5 different sets you can build and 2 mystery ones. Bonus surprises. The kitchen, the mini kitchen is $39.99, and like Max said, this comes with a UV light so you can cure some of your products. And the individual balls, we got the Series 2 Cafe set, and these are $6.99, and the larger balls, which are the Diner set, and those ones are $9.99.
And something we noticed that's kind of interesting is the Series 2 Cafe and Diner have some variances in packaging, and they come from what we've seen in different boxes. So we do have, you know, one here that has a pizza on the packaging, and then we have one that has ramen on the packaging. We also noticed a similar variation of the Cafe set. The ones we have here have what look like little, you know, macarons on the front, but we've seen another version of the packaging as well. So we're not totally sure if they're essentially split into waves, meaning if we'll, you know, if it's like the same series, because they are marked with the same series. Like these both say Diner Series 2 on the packaging. So the only difference is the picture on the front. My guess is going to be that it's probably like split into waves, but you know, the collector's guide is maybe for the complete set. We'll maybe understand better once we actually unbox.
Yeah, but the multi-pack is actually just variations of the ones that are available in the Diner set.
Yeah, it looks like those are just like variants pretty much.
And the Lifestyle ones are the larger balls, and those are $9.99.
So what we're probably gonna do is we're gonna do kind of, you know, a little sample taste test of everything here. We're not going to be unboxing every single thing you see here on camera. It would just take too much time that we do not have today, but we're definitely gonna, you know, check a little bit of everything out from each series, and, you know, in each set, and, you know, we'll of course build and customize some of the cute stuff, which is always fun with Miniverse. And then of course, you know, we will share our honest final thoughts on everything across series 2 by the end of the video. All right, so we're gonna get started with the mini kitchen first, which is really cute, and it also, you know, seems like it would double as slight storage for some of your Miniverse. In addition to, I'm very curious how this scales to dolls. Like if you could kind of use this as like a doll scaled little kitchen. Maybe we'll test that at some point. But yeah, it comes with a really cute little oven and some drawers and, you know, some oven mitts. And again, this oven functions as a UV light to cure your resin. And it does come with some actual, you know, Miniverse Make It Mini food items for you to actually create as well.
All right, so here's the kitchen out of the box. It's really cool. First of all, they come with these top cabinets that do actually open up.
So cute.
Yes, so this one opens up. This is where you can store some of your resin bottles. Yes, and then these are removable shelves that you can, you know, adjust them if you need to.
Fancy.
Then over here on this side, on this cabinet, looks like there's a item inside. Ooh, awesome. So it looks like we got some cereal. Let's put the cereal back inside. We'll use it later.
Berry ring cereal. It's adorable. So there is cereal in there. Yes.
We'll go pink bowl with the cap from, oops. Everything's so mini. And some tongs. And these actually open up to these drawers, and you get 2 of them. Oh, this one has kind of like little
sections.
Yeah.
And there's 2 other like little empty storage areas in there as well.
And it looks like this larger drawer or cabinet opens up. It's like the refrigerator.
Yeah, it's like a fridge.
It's like a mini fridge. And there's also another shelf in there. But you can actually flip this around to change it up. It's like a different kitchen.
Ah, so cute.
Same with this yellow piece up top here. You can take this one out. Flip it over for a different kitchen. So you can customize it if you want. And of course, this is the main reason why we bought it, is a UV light inside this oven. And it's kind of like reflective inside. It takes 3 AA batteries, and it's in the back, and you press this button here to turn it on, and it lights up. And the cool thing is, if you try to open it, it automatically shuts off. You won't be affected by the UV light.
And in addition to the oven playset itself, of course, we do have some Miniverse Make It Mini foods. We have a cute little pack of 2 chocolate donuts and cocoa berry milk and glaze, which is surely for the donuts. And then we have a cute little tray with some parchment paper as well. There is also a little spoon and some strawberries and some ice.
For the drink.
For the drink. Yeah, there's a
so you can make a
mason jar drink.
So you can make a drink as well as some donuts to go with it.
And there's a small little, you know, collector's guide style pamphlet inside, letting you know how to make the cocoa berry milk and berry cereal donuts. There is also a cute little sink in here. It is purely decorative. Obviously, you know, nothing happens, but, you know, it's a realistic looking sink. And there are also a cute pair of little oven mitts, which I like.
You stick your fingers in.
I guess you stick your fingers in. Yeah, that's cute.
So let's go ahead and make one of these and see how it looks. All right, so we're gonna make the donut first. And this requires the cereal we found in the other set, or in the cabinet. And the cool thing is, with the leftovers, you can actually make normal cereal as well.
And also, if you haven't watched our previous videos, and if you're new to resin, make sure you research resin. There's a comprehensive and, you know, instruction booklet inside letting you know what you need to do and how to work with resin. You essentially use it as glue. But yeah, it's a product that you're going to want to avoid getting on too much on your skin and clothes and anything like that.
You don't want to breathe it in.
Yeah, this product is, you know, ages 8 and up. So very...
One thing I noticed, remember when last time we had these, we had an issue with like the bottles having to open it up. They don't have the little protective seals anymore.
They listened to us.
So that's kind of nice. So you don't have to worry about like peeling that off. So we're gonna switch over to the nozzle. And we're gonna pour some on top. A little bit goes a long way with these guys, so I usually just do a little bit on top and let it kind of like drizzle over. Might have been a little too much, but up the middle filled in, but that's fine.
Yeah, I mean, there's things you can do if you want to make small corrections, like, you know, you can use the tongs and stuff like that. But again, resin is like glue, so be mindful of that. It's, you know, it'll stick to everything, and it doesn't set until you actually cure it with UV.
Yeah, I've seen some people do some really cool things with the resin.
The other one's perfect.
Yes. 2 kinds of donuts.
Yes.
Okay, let's go ahead and... I like to just slowly put one by one on it.
With your fingers.
Yep.
You can.
And yeah, definitely use the tongs to
for precision and
adjusting them, you know.
Something to keep in mind too is anything not laid on the resin won't stick. So if you don't want it to be loose and you want it to be part of, you know, the item itself, then you have to put, you know, lay it on the resin or attach it with resin.
Okay, I'm gonna fix some of this. How you guys like your donuts? Covered in sprinkles, or do you like them just glazed or plain?
All right, so we are putting these into the mini kitchen oven to cure it. And then
Press the
the button.
Yep.
Okay, and then the timer lights up, and then does the timer
No,
go
it's
out?
not. It's not an actual timer. It just lights up for 5 minutes. While the donuts are curing, so we're gonna use the rest of the glaze for the milk. So we're gonna fill this up. We like to fill it up first with some of the glaze and then cure it, because then cereal doesn't like sink to the bottom.
Yeah, as you guys may remember, we had like some fails with Series 1 because of issues with stuff sinking into wet resin.
Oh, no!
And it's ruined. So yeah, you need to be very mindful of that.
Yeah, it's kind of, you have to plan ahead sometimes.
Yeah.
So we're gonna put a little bit of it in there, and then we're gonna cure it, and the rest of the glaze we can fill up a little bit more and then put some cereal in. Let's go ahead and check on our donuts. All right, so it looks like it cured. It's kind of nice.
Is that set already?
Yeah.
Okay, it's not sticky or anything?
A little bit. Actually, it is a little bit sticky. The top is cured, but the bottom, because it's it dripped down the middle. So it is a timer on there, it's just it doesn't function on the screen. But it looks kind of cured. We're gonna cure it a little bit more. And while we're doing that, we're gonna cure this as well. So we're gonna put, there's 2 shelves, so we're gonna cure the milk.
I guess will that work?
It should.
2 at once?
I would do it. I don't care.
All right, so we're going to check out one of the Cafe Series 2 balls. We're gonna go ahead and unbox one and see what we got. And this looks very similar to Cafe Series 2 in terms of the packaging. You know, once again, they're a little bit smaller than the diner balls.
And they're cheaper.
Yes. All right, so let's see what we got. So of course, there's all the usual, you know, read me first, you're working with resin, danger, danger. We have, says shine on. Read me first. Oh, and here, okay, so here's the collector's guide.
Oh, okay, so they are.
Oh, yeah. So I'm going to take a wild guess then that this stuff that's grayed out is in the other style of packaging. So it looks like only the things that actually show are the things that we can find in the balls with the macarons on it. Yeah, and then on the back, of course, it's just instructions on how to put each one together, but of course you don't have to follow those instructions exactly. It's just the recommended look. But you can get cray-cray with these. Oh, it's the SpaghettiOs, or what
would they call it here?
Alphabet soup.
Oh,
so we got alphabet soup.
I love that idea. Oh, look at that giant can.
There's the tomato soup.
And the bowl.
Yeah, I noticed Series 1 seemed very heavy on like sweets. There's a lot more savory stuff in this series. And of course, some tongs.
Where's the spoon?
Spoon's right here. Yes, and we have a tiny little spoon as well.
So it has been 5 minutes, so let's check out what has cured. Let's see. Okay, so here's our donuts. Ooh, it looks a little sticky in the side, so I might have to cure this one a little bit more. Or the light's not reaching it. But let's go ahead and try that again. And let's go ahead and check on our milk. Still sticky still, but it's workable. So the oven works kind of. Let's go ahead and pour in the rest of our cereal and put the rest of the glaze on top. Is there any left in here? In hindsight, maybe we should have put the cereal in last, but it's fine. I know that's kind of a debate. Like, do you put your cereal in first, or do you put your milk in first?
I think putting milk in first is weird, but
well,
there's people who do it.
Well, I mean, if you put your milk in first, your cereal is crunchier because it floats on the top, right?
I guess that's one way to look at it.
Okay, we're gonna let it sit here for a second, and so evens out. Okay. All right, let's go ahead and check if our things are done. Cereal is done. Yeah, it looks good. It's warm. And this is, yeah, this one looks good. Let me go ahead and check the bottom. It's a little, maybe I should do this upside down because it looks like it has some wet glaze at the bottom. I think the light doesn't get to it.
Something we noticed in the instructions is, yeah, it says if it's still sticky after 5 minutes, you just put it in longer. So this is definitely taking a little longer.
I think the UV light is not reaching the bottom of the donuts, so that's probably why. But this is done. So Max and I are gonna do the other ones off screen.
All right, so next we're going to unbox one of the Series 2 diner balls. And this is one of the ones that has ramen on the packaging, which I'm very excited about. I'm really excited for ramen. I want ramen.
And then we'll open up the other one that has the pizza on it. And then we compare their little collector's guides, see if they're any different. What do we get? Ooh, what's that?
Ice cream.
Ooh, I
Something
love that.
involving ice cream.
A waffle ball.
It's like a sundae. All right, let's check out the collector's guide. Oh, this one has nothing grayed out.
Oh, interesting.
What? Okay, well, let's find out what the deal is with the other one. But here is Cafe Series 2. There's a whole lot of...
Oh, interesting. How come these are color-coded?
I don't know. I don't notice any kind of like theme either that would... I
Well,
mean,
this looks like ice cream. This looks
Yeah.
like savory stuff, and then sweets.
like, yeah, weird.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Someone let us know.
Yeah, and then of course instructions on the other side once again. So it looks like we got the mint choco chip sundae,
Yay.
which looks cute. Looks like we have our
chocolate.
chocolate syrup. Oh, these are white chips.
Oh, I love that.
These are white chocolate chips. So cute. And then, ooh, little wafer cookie halves. And finally, we have tongs and our little stopper to put at the top of your ball. And there is also, you're gonna be very mindful of the small pieces. There's a little spoon hidden in there as well. So some of these remaining assembly processes we will be doing off camera, but we will make sure to show all of you the finished products by the end of the video. All right, so now we're going to check out the other Series 2 diner ball. And again, the only difference with this on the packaging is this has a pizza on the front instead of ramen. Oh, it looks like a cake, some kind of cake. Okay, so here's the collector's, oh.
What?
What?
Okay.
What? Okay, so yeah, this one has some stuff grayed out, which is very strange because the other one didn't have anything grayed out.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So
okay.
if you want like the full one, I guess you have to look out for the one that has the picture of the ramen on it.
There's not a price difference on those,
No.
right?
Maybe this is the first wave of Series 2, and then the other one is like the full wave.
That's bizarre. I don't know. But we have a cute cake platter. I forget what those are called. Cake server.
Yeah.
Yeah. Glaze of some kind.
It's a pink. It's a pink glaze.
Oh, icing rings. Is this the birthday cake?
It looks like it.
Oh, I love the birthday cake one. Yeah, so it looks like we did get the birthday cake, which I love. All right, so now we are going to be unboxing some of the Make It Mini Lifestyle. And again, this is the brand new series of Miniverse that's completely unique from the previous series. It is really cute home decor and lifestyle items like potted plants and goldfish and candles. And again, MGA gifted these to us. So the packaging is like slightly different from the other Miniverse balls. It looks more like a capsule kind of rather than just, you know, a circular ball. But everything else is about the same. So let's go ahead and open it, see what we got. What do we get?
Ooh, I love the
Is
packaging.
do we get a candle?
No, it's a pot. It's a pot.
Oh, it is a pot.
Ooh. Looks like maybe a cactus.
So it's a pot. And here's the collector's guide. Okay, so the collector's guide here is clearer. It actually tells you which items are coming soon.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so yeah, so I guess yeah, there's a whole bunch of really cute stuff. The goldfish are adorable. I love the plants. These will
Are
make
there two versions of this or just one?
of the packaging?
Yeah.
I'm not sure. I personally have only seen one version of the Make It Mini lifestyle. So just to update that last comment, although at the time of recording we had only seen one version of the Make It Mini lifestyle packaging, later we did end up seeing a variation that has a fish tank on the front rather than the cacti. So yes, there are variations or separate waves of the lifestyle series as well. So this one, so it's like divided into two sections, so it's a little bit different.
Well, no, this is, well, when you take it out, this becomes a shelf.
Yeah, but so it's different from the food ones.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
instead of like a table, yeah, there's like, oh, I didn't even realize that initially. Oh yeah, so it literally, oh, okay. So it connects here. Oh, that is precious. Absolutely precious. So yeah, it's like a little display shelf. Too cute, but yeah, this portion does also come out. This is in parchment, or like almost like newspaper, kind of. It is a cactus.
Aww.
So we got the cactus.
Looks like a bunny.
Yes. And soil. I assume, yeah, we got soil, rocky mix soil. We have a little mini shovel. Adorable. And this one, it does still come with tongs for precision. A lot of detail on the little paper.
Wow, check that out.
The whole like article is on here, very detailed.
So since this is new, we're gonna build it on camera. So it looks like this one doesn't require any resin. So this is the potting mix. So we're gonna open this up.
Oh yeah, there's no resin at all.
No.
Okay.
So does this kind of look like kinetic sand? Looks like it, maybe? I don't know, don't quote me on that, but it looks like kinetic sand in here.
Oh, it does,
Yeah. So you're supposed to scoop it out into this pot, and that will be the base of the cacti. And you know, I'm using the shovel thing. Trawl, is that what it's called? Then after that, you're supposed to stick your plant inside. I like the roots are showing.
Does it have like a kinetic sand texture?
Yeah, it does, yeah.
Okay.
I think I need to like dig a hole. Dude, there we go. This guy is so tall, he's a little flimsy, so kind of really have to pack.
Do you have to, well there's rocks too, do you have to like surround him with the...
Yeah, the rocks are, I think, goes on top. Yeah, this is a lot of rocks. Oh, this is adorable. It reminds me of rock salt, but don't eat it.
Well, I was gonna say, if there's no resin and you don't need to cure that, do those rocks just remain loose?
Yeah.
Okay, so you have to be mindful of that when you're moving this item around.
It's kind of nice, like this is a good project for people who don't like resin
Yeah.
or you know, are sensitive to resin.
Just a lot of small pieces to be careful of.
That's so cute.
Adorable. All right, and we're gonna open one more Make It Mini Lifestyle on camera. Well, this is something different. Bee. Bees? Why does it say bee? Oh, candles. Is it a beeswax candle? Oh, adorable. Yeah.
So this one has resin.
Yes. Yeah. All right, let's see what the situation is here. Yeah, once again, the collector's guide. And look at the pretty little metallic gold tray. And there is also a squeezer top. Oh, it says beeswax lavender. So it's a lavender beeswax candle. There's the wick. Wow. So much detail. Sprinkles?
I think those are like the lavender petals.
Lavender petals? Oh, it's cute. So it looks like we got the Lavender Fields candles.
Let's go ahead and build this one. So it looks like what we do first is we take the candle and we're gonna open it up. So here's the candle. So you put the first things first. You take out the wick, which you kind of have to like pour this out or like tear this apart. Okay.
It's like real mini packaging.
Okay, we're gonna grab one of them and we're gonna stick it into here. Oh, wrong way. There we go. And then we're gonna fill this up about halfway. So this is.
And do you put the little lavender petal sprinkle things in later?
Yeah, they float on the top. Ooh, it's like a pretty light lavender color. One of my favorite colors. Okay, it's about a little more than halfway. Let's reposition the wick in the center. Let's go ahead and cure this for a little bit. Okay, let's go check out our product. Here we go, nice. Oh, I didn't even notice like these have different like textures on them. One is like little dots and one's more rigid.
Oh yeah.
Cool. So let's go ahead and pour some more resin in here and put the lavender petals on top. It's a little messy. Please excuse me. I don't know if I love this sprinkle on it. It doesn't really look like lavender. I guess lavender's petals are not completely like rose petals, so they're a little bit more like this, but yeah.
All right, so lastly, we are going to take a little peek at the Miniverse multi-pack. We're probably only going to be customizing and putting together one item from this set, and we're thinking we're gonna do the pizza because that's probably one of the most unique new food items added to this series. But in total, this set does come with, you know, lots of ingredients for you to make ice cream, pizza, a breakfast item looks like waffles, as well as you know, some really cute cereal, and of course, you know, there's stuff for a little drink as well. You can mix and match this stuff however you like, and it seems like everything in this set is basically variants of food items in the main series 2 of cafe and diner. So like, you know, in this particular version of the pizza, it's a pineapple pizza. Y'all can let us know how you feel about pineapple pizza in the comments.
The pineapple and maybe ham.
Yeah, which I think is kind of traditionally put on pineapple pizza. So let's go ahead and take out the pizza and put that together.
So we're gonna make the pizza. There's a pizza box with nothing inside. I think that's where we're gonna put the pizza later once we're done. So this pizza's already half made with some pizza, like tomato sauce on it. So let's take it out. It's like a rubber.
Oh yes, the sauce is already on there.
So I'm assuming we put the cheese on first and then put the toppings on it.
We noticed some of the resin containers in these series do have like a little top thing, but
yeah,
it's
it comes off easier.
Much easier to remove than the series 1 covers.
Come on, cheese. There we go.
Is there a nozzle for that or no?
No.
A nozzle would have been nice.
Yeah.
Time for the toppings. How much pineapple do you want on your pineapple pizza?
I actually like pineapple on my pizza. Max is much more traditional. Pepperoni, that's it.
Yes. I also, hot take, I'm not a huge fan of pineapple in general, let alone on pizza. So inside the multi-pack there are also 2 little blind boxes, so we're gonna see what's inside. Paper! So this is literally just, I mean, there's some stuff you can use as accessories. It's like the little like doily platter thing. These are some of the suggested recipes for the ingredients included. But in this other one, okay, this looks like an actual food item, hopefully.
Okay.
Bread.
Bread. And a pizza cutter.
Oh, that's so cute. Yeah, it's a little pizza cutter. Does it actually roll?
No.
No, it's a solid piece. But
So I guess you can use the bread with some of the other like resin pieces if you want.
yeah.
Yeah.
Another little nozzle top. All right, so after curing, here's how our little pizza turned out. So cute. All right, so these are our final thoughts on Miniverse, Make It Mini Food and Lifestyle, series 2 of the food. Well, first of all, we do have Rainbow High Junior Bella Parker here, and she looks scaled perfectly to, the mini oven, the little kitchen playset. I think she's a perfect scale for it. Obviously, keeping in mind Rainbow High Juniors are smaller than standard Rainbow High dolls. I think regular Rainbow High dolls will be a little large for some of this stuff. Well, the playset specifically.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to use the other ones, I guess you can elevate the setup a little bit. But overall, it's perfect for the juniors.
Yes, which also means it might work similarly well for LOL Surprise, OMGs, and maybe tweens. So obviously, there's a lot of cute stuff to play with here in terms of props, backdrops, and accessories for dolls and 1/6 scale, figures, whatever you'd like. And I think a lot of the perks of the Make It Mini Food Series 2 specifically, there were a couple general improvements, about kind of just with the packaging and the experience, about how, they don't have very difficult seals on top of the, the resin containers, but that's also something you need to be very mindful of when you're opening them, is that the resin's just going to be out as soon as you open them. As we said in our review of Series 1, this stuff is definitely not for extremely young children. I think, this stuff is going to be most appealing to older kids, and it's clearly going to be, it already has been, a big hit with adult collectors, teen collectors, and all that. And I appreciate that there's a much broader diversity of different types of food in the series too. There's savory stuff, there's sweet stuff, and there's just so many options now. There's so many different things you can do. I am definitely crossing my fingers that I eventually get the ramen. The ramen looks adorable. There's a few things that are a little similar to the foods in Series 1, but there's a really nice variation, and some of my favorite pulls that we got, the birthday cake is adorable. The pizzas were a really nice addition. The lifestyle ones, I think lifestyle was a great addition to this series in general. And I think adult collectors in particular are gonna go crazy over the lifestyle series. It's just so cute for, I feel like that's almost the type of stuff where, even if you're not a huge collector of certain types of toys and dolls and stuff like that, if you just appreciate cute little decor additions and just miniatures in general, you definitely should check this stuff out. It's just so cute. You do need to be mindful of the very small pieces. Some of the things like the loose rocks in the cactus cause a little bit of concern for me, because basically you need to keep that upright. But it is nice regardless that there's things in that series where if you don't want to deal with resin, you don't have to.
Yeah, collecting Series 1, I was just considering what can they come up with next. The people, the designers at MGA are so creative. I think some of these projects, I didn't even come to mind until I saw it, and it's wow, yeah, that makes a lot of sense. I didn't even consider ramen is something you can create. Same with the pizzas was not something oh yeah, that makes a lot of sense. You can definitely use resin as the cheese or the tomato sauce. And yeah, lifestyles is really cool. I think that's very versatile, especially if you want to create your own doll room. I think with those kind of little decor pieces are just perfect size for dolls. And I think they made a lot of improvements with the packaging. Everything's still really cute. Everything's designed, even just the small little packaging strips that are included inside, and everything's packaged very cutely. So even just like the experience of opening these is really, really creative. Yeah, I would want to collect most of the lifestyle stuff. I think those are really popular. I mean, every time we've seen them in stores, they're completely empty or approaching empty, and people just take the whole box or the whole display.
Miniverse is poppin'. It's popular, clearly.
My only critique is I wish they're a bit more transparent on what each of the packaging means.
Yeah.
So it seems like the pizza one is like part of a series. So there's a few things you can collect in that wave, and then the one that has the ramen picture on it is like the complete wave. So that's a little confusing. I wish they were more clear and let us know what's coming in what.
Like which version of the series is which.
Yeah, so it's a little confusing with that. But yeah, we've been seeing multiple different packaging styles in stores and was a little confused on if it's like the same collection or like a brand new collection. So we're still figuring that out. Let us know in the comments if you figured it out or you know. Yeah, I mean, this was a lot of fun. I definitely love the kitchen. I think it's a very nice way of having a UV light device that's kind of like fits in with the theme. And you can store a lot of stuff on here. Like, look, we completely filled this up already. And we still have, we still have plenty of room, like the fridge. So this is a great way to store your product.
Yeah, for sure. I think in terms of, you know, the mini kitchen, you know, in the oven specifically, it's outright a precious display. It's really adorable. I wish the oven UV light was a little more effective. Multiple times we had to put, you know, stuff in
for a little bit longer.
For a little longer, and I mean the instructions do say that. It essentially says like, oh, if it's still, you know, kind of sticky after 5 minutes, just leave it in there longer. So I would say you're probably going to be spending a little more time using that versus like, you know, a standard, you know, UV light or something like that, which from our experience worked a little faster.
I love this thing. This is definitely an improvement over the other packaging. I think this cute little shelf is just precious.
Bang for your buck.
Yes.
It's perfect for the theme, like home decor, like, yeah, you can put little stuff in the shelf and, you know, do whatever you want with it. You know, we are enormous fans of Miniverse. We've been collecting so many. And obviously we didn't get the chance to unbox everything that we purchased, but, you know, if you guys want to see a bit more, we might share a little more of, you know, what we collect and unbox on Instagram. Make sure to follow us, you know, at Hexcellence and To Clawsome if you're not already. I'm really excited to see what's coming next from Miniverse. You know,
there's a Halloween.
Yes, we've heard there's a Halloween, you know, collection coming, so I cannot wait for that. So definitely let us know your thoughts on Miniverse Make It Mini Food Series 2 and Lifestyle in the comments below. You know, have you been collecting these? Have you been seeing them in stores? You know, let us know your thoughts. Make sure to hit that like and subscribe button if you haven't. Related playlists will be linked on screen here. Thank you so much for joining us, and we'll see you next time.
Bye.